My regret in life is around boys. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be doing a Q&A. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posted in my stories a while back asking people to send me questions that they want me to answer. I only got like a handful of questions, if 5 counts as a handful, but the young shall grow. Anyways, I'm just gonna get right into the video. Oh, and as I'm doing this video, I'm just going to be getting ready, putting on makeup because I have to film another video and I have somewhere to be this evening as well. So yes, sorry, I had an itch. Let's get into the video now. Okay guys, so one of the first questions, or the first question I got, was what are my views on feminism? And I didn't want to be all over the place when I answered this, so I'll just keep it simple. I think for me, one of the things about feminism is that I know everyone thinks that every feminist hates men, but that's not true. In every movement, there are extremists, right? There's people that take everything and take it to the extreme and kind of ruin the whole thing for other people. My views on feminism is that not all of us hate men. Another thing is, as a Christian, I really find it important to stand on the values that my Bible lays out for me. So I can't even decide that I want to hate men, because that's not biblical for me. Hate in itself is not biblical. I believe in like equality, economic pay, the right to vote, like the same rights that men have, I believe that women should have. I don't think it's fair that women are treated differently just because they are women. Like with the femicide in Turkey, that doesn't make sense. You just kill someone just because she's a woman. Or not being able to drive, that doesn't make sense either. I feel like those things are very stifling. They can really affect the way a woman eventually turns out if there's all these rules around how she can act or live her life just because she's a woman. But I don't believe in like trying to, it's equality, it's not dominance. So I don't believe in trying to exert dominance over a man in the home and stuff like that. I still believe that a man is the head of the home according to what my Bible tells me. And to be very honest, there are parts of the Bible I struggle with, like in terms of this feminism stuff, and like there are parts of the Bible I do struggle with. Like I think there was a part where Paul wrote that women shouldn't speak in the synagogue or something like that, and I was like, what do you mean? And yeah, there's a lot of things that I really don't understand in the Bible in terms of feminism. So yeah, there's that, but for the most part, like I try and I seek to understand my Bible. I seek to understand what it says about the roles of a man and the roles of a woman, rather than following what the world is trying to tell me. And the funny thing is, there's a lot of Christian guys that actually have their heads on straight. Like they know that, okay, if you're bringing in income, I'm going to help around the house as well. Like it's a partnership more, like I'm speaking in terms of marriage, sorry. It's a partnership more than anything. So you kind of want someone to align with those views where they understand that it's a partnership and it's not you against me, man against woman, it's us against the forces of evil in the world. Yeah. What's another thing that I don't really like about, I know I saw this thing a while ago where the woman was saying that during her wedding ceremony she told her MCs that she's not leaning down in front of her husband and stuff like that. And in my head I was like, is it really that serious? Like, because to me there are a lot of traditions that are very like patriarchal. So or that support the patriarchy. I don't know if patriarchal is a word. I believe it is, but let's move on. But yeah, there are a lot of traditions that support the patriarchy. So I understand why she would say that. But to me, I see it from a point of view of love. Like, this is a man that I said, okay, yes, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So it truly, like, that particular day and that particular instance of kneeling down doesn't matter to me personally. Maybe for her it was something more, but to me personally that doesn't matter. And also there's just this I know a lot of people say, like, if you love me you would do this for me, blah 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 blah. That doesn't mean that every time I serve you your food I'm going to come and kneel down for you. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just putting it out there for perspectives. That I'm not going to kneel down and serve your food, like, but I will try my best to respect you with the authority that God has given you over our family, and with the way I'm supposed to submit to you. And submission, let's even address that submission thing. Submission does not mean that, you know what, you do every single thing I tell you to do. I'm talking to the guys now. Submission does not mean you are my slave, you're my robot, and you are mine for me to own and for me to use in whichever way I please. Submission just means that we are partners. We are partners. Like, because I believe that the Spirit of God resides in you, I believe that we are partners. I believe that you will lead me aright, and I will get under the mission that God has for you. Like, that's what it means. It doesn't mean that you make decisions without telling me and I'm just supposed to be like, okay dear, okay sweetheart, that's this. But like, no, I feel like submission means that we are in this together, we are partners, and we submit to one another, to be very honest. Like, that's what I see, at least. Like, yeah, it says husbands love your wives like Christ loved the church, but Christ loved the church in such a sacrificial way that you can't talk about Christ loving the church without talking about him submitting and serving the church and serving us, like us the sinners. God actually came down from his throne and actually served us. So let's not get it twisted. I feel like I've beaten this topic and I've beaten it and I've added my preaching inside it, so I feel like I'm done. I feel like I'm done with this topic, so let's move on. Okay guys, so I went off camera to finish my brows because I realized that it was taking me forever. Like, talking and doing your brows is not easy. But yeah, the second question that I got that I found pretty interesting was, do I find it hard to meet guys in Vancouver? I think that was what the question was. I don't find it hard to meet guys in Vancouver. I feel like I meet guys all the time. The question is, do I meet... Oh my god. I almost messed up my brows just now. The question is, for me at least, do I meet good guys? And the answer to that is no. Like, I feel like you meet guys kind of everywhere you go. Like, at least for me, I guess. I think I meet quite a number of... I don't know. Maybe I'm just bugging. But anyways, yeah, I think I meet quite a number of people, but like the real question is, are they good guys? And the answer is no. It's just like, there's just all these people trying to play with your life and play with your heart, and it's not cool. Like, I had really bad experiences. I think I used too much foundation. But I've had really bad experiences with people trying to, and I guess I used to be a very, very hopeless romantic. I used to be one of those people that is just like, oh my god, I like you, you like me. It's kind of us against the world kind of thing. Sounds very pathetic now that I think about it. But I think I've realized that you have to use your brain when it comes to meeting people. And I feel like guys here need to do a lot of stepping up, because it's either they don't want anything serious with you, or they're talking to you, Cynthia, Bailey, Ashley, and the other people. So it just feels very, like, it just feels very sad. Like, it's really sad. There's also the this is a touchy one, but there's also the fact that most of the black guys here don't want to have anything to do with black girls, and they openly say it and it's openly accepted. I hate that. I hate that so much because I don't have a problem with you having a preference, like, but your preference, when your preference is racial, isn't that problematic? I need somebody to help me, because we keep saying like, oh, this person, that person is racist because they don't like black people. Okay, well, I put it to you, sir, that you are racist too, because you're saying that I don't date black girls. Then you are racist. You are racist. And people say black people can't be racist. You are racist against your own. You are racist against your very own. When I say preferences are things like, I want a girl that's tall, I want a girl that's lanky, I want a girl that's like bigger, I want a girl that has this or that. Like, those are preferences. But those kind of preferences cut across races, right? Yes, they do. But when you say I don't date black girls, my dear, what are you saying? Anyways, I've diverged from the topic. But basically, I was saying that I find it hard to meet good guys. They're all around, but are they any good? Not really. I just feel like, yeah, people are just trying to play with your heart and play with your spirit. And I feel like any guy that's like playing around with people, like, you need to stop, because a number of girls are calling your name, right? Like, when they are praying, they are calling your name. So in the future, when you have problem, just remember that, oh, I played Cynthia, Bailey, Ashley, and the other girls. So they went to go and lament to their Lord and Savior. But I feel like, man, life will bite you back. Life will actually bite you back, because it's not fair to actually know that you're playing with somebody's emotions and actually keep playing with their emotions. Just step. Like, if you don't want anything serious and you perceive that someone wants something serious, step. So yeah, Vancouver guys, fixed up. Especially my brothers, fixed up. You guys can't be. I don't think it's okay to say I don't date black girls. I remember someone even telling me I don't date black girls because they're angry and argumentative and something. I'm like, how do you want other people to see us in a good light if this is what you're saying about your own? Like, on a more serious note, that's really not good. And that's why I get very passionate about like things like this, because I feel like a lot of the times black girls are made to feel like the bottom of the barrel. I'm like, we're not. We're actually not. And if you actually look at it, everybody has things that will take them off. Everybody has things that they don't condone. Everybody has things that they don't like. So you can't expect to be dating me and another girl and expect that I'll give you the best of me, because you are playing me and I'm supposed to be happy with you, right? Like, for any girl in that situation, it's best to just pack your bags and go, because it will bring out so much toxic. I won't say toxicity, but I don't know how to pronounce it properly. But it will get so much toxic emotions out of you that you won't even recognize who you are anymore, right? And then in some way you start to believe that, oh, you know what, they were right. I am angry and I am argumentative. You will be angry if somebody is playing with your heart. You will be angry. There is no two ways about it. So most of the guys that are probably saying black girls are angry and argumentative probably did something to bring out the anger and argumentative nature in those girls, and then use that as an excuse to not be with those girls. Anyways, I've really digressed from the question, but food for thought for everybody that is in such a situation. On to happier things. Okay, so the next question was, I think, what's my, whatever, I'll pick that later. What's the, I think my not happiest memory, but like, what do I miss about my home? Or, yeah, I think that was it. And I think what I miss most is like my siblings, having people that are like equally as strange as me. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that happen in my house that when I come out and I'm just like using cartoon voices or saying things, people are just like, what's wrong with this one? And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me, this is how I am. So having my siblings, they just kind of like, we're all kind of, not even just my siblings, my parents as well, we're just kind of cool and weird. And it's fun to see my parents being weird because I'm just like, nah, I know it. Yeah. My mom will probably be like, stop saying the word weird. It's not a good word. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I just mean, I don't know. There's a uniqueness about. I mean, there's a uniqueness about each family, but to me, I just miss. I guess running into a room and saying something random, and then my siblings all get it and finish my sentence, like in that kind of something like that. And like our love for CSI when we were growing up, and I don't know other cartoons that exist. And at this point, I feel like doing makeup and talking is such a bad idea because like I just spaced out. I had something I wanted to say. I just spaced out. Oh my god, I hope my siblings don't kill me. But we have this thing, apart from my brother. But we have this thing where like if I walk up to my sister, like maybe my little sister, and I put my face against hers, I'll just go like and she'd do it back. And it's normal. It's cute to us. Like it's what it is. Like it's just I like it. I miss that. I miss that. And I miss the banter too, you know? But yeah. But obviously about the thing about siblings, you fight a lot, so there's that. But I've been alone, I've been by myself for so long that I'm just like, please give me my siblings, please. Just give me my siblings. But anyways. And I can't wait to meet my niece. I've not met my niece, she's like 3 now. And I'm like, life is really passing me by. Anyways, moving on. I think this was the last question, but I might be wrong. But I think last question was, what am I passionate about? And to be honest, I'm passionate about anything that requires me to be creative, I guess. That includes a lot of things. I know I've dabbled in a lot of things. I went to tailoring school for a while to learn how to sew. I did that. I know I used to help my mom with baking and stuff because she has she bakes for people, wedding cakes and birthday cakes and stuff like that. I don't know if she really does that so much now, but yeah, I used to help my mom with that. Right now, as in my own, under my own wings, not that of my mom or anything, like I really like to design. And when I say design, I mean like, how do I put this, like posters, mood boards, stuff like that. I like fashion design, like sketching. I don't do that a lot. And I like creating content, so, and I love music too. So I think my top 2 things that I'm really like passionate about would be music and art and design. Like music, art and design, those are the things that I'm really passionate about now. But I know growing up, honorable mention, sports, like I was really passionate about that. Going back to the feminist conversation, Nigeria is not a place where you really get to shine, because like boys every single time I like, it was like, oh, you're a girl, you can't do this. And then at that moment a screw goes loose in my head and I'm like, you said I'm a what and I can't do what? So like for me, I use that to prove people wrong. I'm like, you said I can't play basketball, great, cool, let's go, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it now. And it helped that my brother was into sports as well, so I would kind of always tag along with my brother and play with my brother. So like I would kind of train with my brother and then display my skills outside to the other guys. I remember there was this one time, oh my god, you know when you guys are playing basketball and you have to pick your team members at the beginning of the thing, and then everybody picks like the good people and you're like the last person? That was me. Nobody wanted the girl on their team. I was like, okay, that's fine, that's fair, valid. No, it's not valid, it's actually not fair, and it's not valid because I was kind of better than some of the guys there, but just because I was a girl, it wasn't like I wasn't first pickings. So I was like, okay, cool. And then guess what? My team won, and I added points to my team, and I'm like, that's your business. And it was some 3-pointers in there too. I was like, yeah, don't talk to me anyhow. And the thing is, I'm pretty short. I'm pretty short, but I can really jump. So I used that to my advantage in that game, and we won. And it was almost like a booyah moment. Like, you think I can't do this because I'm a girl? Well, joke's on you, because we won with the girl on the team. So yeah, I hate that we have to do that. But anyways, yeah, I'm passionate about music, art, and design right now at this moment in my life. But I feel like in future I would want my children to have like interest in some kind of sport. I don't want to force them, but I would like it. I keep saying that I want to be a soccer mom, and then I have a minivan or a van, and then I pile my children in there and we go to soccer practice. That's kind of I've envisioned my future. Yeah, like in that sense, I want my children to be interested in soccer, and I want them to kind of also be interested in music. And I can't talk about my passions without saying that I want to use my passions for God. Because I feel like a lot of times people kind of don't understand why I say, oh yeah, I only listen to Christian music, or I only I don't go here, or I don't do this, or I don't do that, because Jesus, that's it. Because I want to do what he wants me to do, and I want to go where he actually wants me to go, and there's places that I can't be because of my faith, like, and I don't feel like I'm really missing out, because a lot of people seem like they this sounds very harsh, but seem like they lack direction because of the places they spend their time in and the things that they spend their time doing. So I feel like I would rather not be broken and be here doing what I'm doing right now, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my passion. I feel like I keep on rambling on these questions. This thing is going to be long. I think there was one more question. I think it was my biggest regret in life, or do I have any regrets in life? I think that was the question. But anyways, I'm going to answer that. My regret in life is around boys, to be honest, because when I actually think about it sometimes, I'm just like, wow, I actually really like gave this person my arts. Like, giving people your heart and giving people your time that don't actually deserve your heart or time, like like that's one of my biggest regrets in life. But at the same time, I'm like, is it really a regret if it teaches you something? But then there's also the question, did I need that lesson? Did I need to learn it that way even? Like, so yeah, just giving my attention to people that didn't deserve my attention in terms of relationships and stuff like that. Also some friendships as well, I guess, because I feel like there are a lot of times where I was trying to fit in somewhere that I didn't belong, in like friendship groups. I don't think I'm a very friendship group person. I feel like I'm a very on my own type of person, because I'm still working on this, but I feel like I find it very hard to be around people for an extended period of time and not get irritated in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, I regret certain friendships that I had or tried to force. I regret certain relationships that I had or tried to force. I regret not taking myself seriously, because if I did take myself seriously, like, I wouldn't have. Whoa, that's a lot of powder. If I did take myself seriously, I feel like I wouldn't have ended up in those kind of situations. And I also regret not thinking of myself, like not being confident, not knowing what I had. Because like when I was growing up, I got bullied for my skin color, and like every time I think about it, I'm just like, it's so stupid, because it was people that look like me or darker than me that were bullying me for my skin color and calling me names, and I'm like, you don't get to do that. Why should you even get to do this? Like, we complain about racism, but colorism, tribalism is alive in our society. Like, why do you feel the need to bring me down this much? Like, why do you feel like because my skin is darker, I'm somehow of less worth than the other girl? Like, and it's something that is still kind of prevalent, because when you look at all these music videos and stuff like that, like, you see that the the light-skinned girls are the ones that the musician is trying to get with, and then the dark-skinned girl is the one that is over there in the corner shaking her bum bum. Like, that's not cool. Like, it's not cool, because it's just not cool. Like, I don't know. But yeah, not taking myself seriously is one big regret that I have, and not being confident is one big regret that I also have, because now, like, I feel like you should be confident at any point in time in your life. The thing is, trends change, people change their opinions like that. People change, like, they just change. Like, look at Ducky the model, look at Lupita Nyong'o. Like, those people see them and they're like, oh my god, your skin is so beautiful, is so Nima Tang. Like, all these dark skinned beautiful women, like, everybody is looking at them now and they're like, oh my god, your skin is so chocolatey. Do you know what they went through in their childhood? People probably called them darkness, because I was called that. People probably made fun of them, like, oh, we can't see you unless you smile. Like, I was made fun like that. Like, people compared me to rotten food. Like, that happened to me. So that's also another reason why I guess I still struggle with insecurities today, because a lot of these things ring in my head when I'm like looking at myself, and then I'm like, no, baby, we are fine, we are cute over here, created in the image of God, wonderfully and fearfully made. These are the things that I started trying to tell myself, so I would know that. And I know a lot of people tell me that, oh, you're pretty, oh, you're this, you're that. It doesn't register. Most of the times it doesn't register, because there's a foundation of bullying, there's a foundation of things that you can't help me, because it's this much, like, it's high. The whole, like, insults, the bullying, the name calling is high up there. So, like, when you tell me, oh, you're cute, that's like a drop in an ocean of rubbish that already exists, right? So don't be surprised that someone that you think is pretty thinks that they are not, because bullying. But anyways, I feel like, again, I digressed from the topic, but I'm dropping wisdom for you guys. But anyways, I feel like that was the last question. If I missed your question, please just leave a comment down below and tell me, like, what the question is. I can respond in the comments and answer your question. I can do another Q&A if you guys like this type of content. But just don't forget to subscribe, please, guys. Please, it's probably going to take me like 3 hours to edit this video. Please, I beg. In fact, more than 3 hours. What am I saying? Please subscribe and share with your friends. Share with any of your friends that have insecurities. Share with any of your friends that are struggling with, like, relationships with some guys that are not taking them seriously. Share with any of your friends that might have different views on feminism, so we can have a conversation, all that good stuff. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe, I beg. Please, you guys, I'm at like 67 subscribers with all this work that I put in. 67. My goodness, you guys, you need to do better. You need to do better, and you need to bring people on board. Please, I beg, help a sister, help me. I'm actually not making money from this, so it's free labor. I'm just sitting down here talking to people for free. Please, I'd like to make money. I want to make money. Please, I want to buy a new laptop. I don't have a laptop that works. My charger, if I show you my charger, you will cry for me. So please subscribe and share with your friends. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.